A Day in San Francisco. Last month, I visited San Francisco, and it was an unforgettable adventure. I had always heard about the city's famous Golden Gate Bridge and its steep, rolling hills. I was also excited about trying the food and exploring the neighborhoods. I had seen pictures of San Francisco's foggy mornings and cable cars climbing steep streets, and I wanted to see all of it for myself. Now, every time I think back on that trip, I remember the incredible views and the friendly people who made the experience so special. I arrived early in the morning and could already feel the cool, misty air that San Francisco is famous for. The city felt calm but alive. My first stop was, of course, the Golden Gate Bridge. I took a bus to a park nearby called Crissy Field, where there was a perfect view of the bridge. As I got closer, I saw its bright orange color shining through the morning fog. The bridge is huge. It looked even bigger in person than in any picture. I learned that the bridge was finished in 1937 and was, at that time, the longest and tallest suspension bridge in the world. As I stood there, I watched cars and people cross the bridge, and I felt amazed. It's incredible to think of how it was built so many years ago, connecting people and making travel easier. After taking a lot of photos, I walked along the waterfront. I could smell the salt in the air from the nearby bay. Not far from the bridge is Fisherman's Wharf, a popular spot for tourists. This area is lively, with people everywhere, and there are so many things to see. I watched street performers who were singing, dancing, and even juggling. The air was filled with the smell of fresh seafood, and I noticed a line at a small stand selling clam chowder and sourdough bread bowls. It looked delicious, so I decided to try it. The bread was warm and soft, and the soup was rich and creamy. I learned that sourdough bread is very popular in San Francisco and has been made there for over 100 years. Eating by the water and watching the boats was a peaceful moment, one I will always remember. While I was at Fisherman's Wharf, I decided to visit Pier 39. This place is famous for sea lions that gather on floating docks near the pier. I could hear them barking even before I saw them. When I reached the docks, I saw dozens of sea lions lying in the sun, some playfully pushing each other. They looked so relaxed and comfortable, just enjoying their day. I learned from a nearby sign that these sea lions have been coming to Pier 39 since the 1980s, and now they're a part of the area's charm. It was funny to watch them move around, sometimes sliding into the water and then quickly climbing back up. After watching the sea lions, I took a short walk to Lombard Street, one of the most famous streets in San Francisco. Lombard Street is known for its 8 sharp curves that wind down a steep hill, and it's called the crookedest street in the world. Walking up the hill to get there was a bit tiring, but it was worth it. At the top, I could see the entire street twisting below, lined with beautiful flowers and plants. Cars drove slowly, carefully making each turn. It was fun to watch, and I couldn't believe how people drive down such a steep, curvy road every day. I even met a local man named Joe who was walking his dog nearby. We chatted for a bit, and he told me that he has lived in San Francisco his whole life. He said he never gets tired of the view, even though he sees it all the time. My last stop of the day was Chinatown. San Francisco's Chinatown is one of the oldest and largest Chinatowns in the United States. As soon as I entered, I felt like I was in another world. There were colorful lanterns hanging above the streets, and the smell of food filled the air. I wandered through small shops, selling everything from Chinese tea to beautiful silk dresses. I stopped at a little bakery and tried an egg tart, which was sweet and creamy, with a flaky crust. Walking through Chinatown, I saw locals shopping, families enjoying meals, and children playing. It was a busy, joyful place, full of life. As I was leaving, I met an older woman who was selling small hand-painted fans. I bought one as a souvenir, and she smiled at me, telling me that each fan has a special design that brings luck. She explained that some of the symbols on the fan meant happiness and health. It was a beautiful moment, and I felt grateful for her kindness. The fan is now one of my favorite souvenirs, and it reminds me of that special day. As the sun began to set, I made my way back to my hotel, thinking about everything I had seen. San Francisco felt like a city of surprises. From the powerful Golden Gate Bridge to the playful sea lions, the steep hills, and the friendly people, there was always something new around each corner. The city is full of history, beauty, and unique charm. Each place I visited was different from the last, yet they all connected, creating a feeling of adventure. I left San Francisco with a big smile and a full heart. I loved the cool weather, the sights, the people, and the food. I feel lucky to have had this experience, and I hope to return someday to explore even more. Maybe next time I'll ride a cable car up and down those famous hills. San Francisco is a place I'll never forget, and I can't wait for my next journey. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to stay updated on future content. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let us know what you think or what you'd like to see next. And if you want to stay connected, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks again for being part of our community, and we'll see you in the next video.